A whistleblower comes forward saying the Baltimore County school system retaliated against him for trying to make school buses safer.
As Project Baltimore's Chris Papps explains, the whistleblower says when BCPS learned who he was sent to the warehouse.
Monday, November 15th, 2021. A memorable day in the life of Paul Sauer.
Do you feel that you were retaliated against because you blew the whistle?
I do feel that I was retaliated against.
On that day, two things happened to this Baltimore County school bus mechanic.
Those vehicles with defects are on borrowed time.
First, Project Baltimore aired a report in which Sauer appeared anonymously, blowing the whistle on his own employer, saying school buses with broken parts were passing inspection and carrying students. Second, on November 15th, hours before that Fox 45 News investigation aired, Sauer received this letter from Baltimore County Schools saying he had been placed on paid administrative leave for allegations of misconduct. The next day, he was sent to the warehouse. The warehouse, as it's known by Baltimore County school employees, is where some employees are sent when they become the focus of internal investigations. It's exactly what it sounds like, a warehouse full of computers, office supplies, and furniture. Project Baltimore for years has heard rumors about the warehouse. Sauer is the first person to publicly speak with us about it.
It's very weird, very creepy. It was like an unusual type of punishment or torture to just be stuck in an aisleway in a warehouse.
You were there for 8 hours?
8 hours a day.
How much work would you say you did in those 8 hours?
10 minutes.
What'd you do the rest of the time?
We sat there. That's all we could do, is sit there and just be watched.
Sauer spent 2 months in the warehouse as county schools conducted its internal investigation. But he tells us to this day he has not been told what the allegations against him are. For 3 months, taxpayers have been paying him, even though he left county schools and started a new job in January. BCPS told Sauer his resignation would not be accepted until the internal investigation is complete.
Do you think the county was trying to send a message to other whistleblowers?
Probably so.
What is that message?
That you either go along with our directive or you're going to be exiled.
Prior to Project Baltimore's initial story airing on November 15th, we reached out to BCPS asking for an interview, saying that we had pictures of buses with defects that were carrying students. A short while later, BCPS reached back out to us, saying they watched surveillance video and found a mechanic crawling under a bus. That mechanic was likely Sauer, taking pictures of the defects. But BCPS said that mechanic may have been sabotaging the buses.
How could you formulate rust in a matter of minutes to take a photo or a video? You can't just reach up and grab a piece of steel and break it off. There's no way to tamper or bend the truth there.
Because you know what's going on. It's out of control. Go into my grade.
Project Baltimore, over the years, has interviewed many school employees who have asked to remain anonymous because they fear retaliation for blowing the whistle. Sauer says what happened to him legitimizes those fears, which is why he says he came to Fox 45 News in the first place.
I did not feel safe. I didn't feel like there was anybody that I could trust to voice my concern without being exiled for that.
Baltimore County Schools declined an interview to discuss claims of retaliation or the warehouse. Instead, we received a one-sentence statement that read, "We will not be commenting on personnel matters."
I mean, how much is BCPS going to get away with? BCPS needs to be held more accountable.
After Fox 45 News broke this story 3 months ago, BCPS and the Maryland Department of Transportation announced they would both conduct inspections of all roughly 800 county school buses. This month, we received the final results. In total, 145 Baltimore County school buses failed inspection. 18% of the fleet On November 15th, 2021, Sauer said there were problems. He was right, and he believes he was punished for blowing the whistle on it.
I do feel that I did the right thing, and I think that MDOT has just validated what I initially claimed, that there are things going on that shouldn't be.
I'm Chris Pabst, and this is Project Baltimore.